strike out there in the middle. And we can definitely feel it here at the com box ourselves. And you can see on the side of your screens the City Lions Sports Club, they're warming up as well for their game. And right now it's going to be the Uber Knights taking on the Western Warriors. The Warriors will be fielding from the left to the right of your screens. And this one's going to be a big one. It's going to be a tight competition. Especially the Warriors, they are the ones in form. Had a brilliant first leg. They'll be hoping to pick up and carry their momentum forward.
Absolutely. As we are underway after a long break. Well-deserved break for these players. As the Western Warriors, deep kick from them. But Uber Knights now.
Held on.
They've held that on. Taken quickly by the Western Warriors. It's a dangerous player there. And it looks like that will be the first try of the game. Just 40 seconds in, the Western Warriors have dotted down. So early points for them. They are the team to look for in this tournament. They have been in terrific form from the last leg and today as well. Earlier we saw them play. And that's the team, the Western Warriors. They give
behind the ball.
These provincial sides something to worry about. Let's take a look at that try once again.
It's brilliant urgency shown by the Warriors play in that instance. And play has resumed as the Uber Knights now searching for a comeback. Ceding early points. Running straight back into traffic, switching in directions.
Line out.
Pass not good.
Red ball.
Thrown out of bound. It's going to be another line out now for the Warriors. A team that has proven to be quite threatening, and they've used maximum advantage of whatever opportunity given. Brain fade moment in that instance. Dummy throw. So it's going to be a free kick in the 15-meter mark for the Knights.
Yes, the Knights take it quickly. They look to go around, but straight into the defense of the Warriors. And the Knights win yet another penalty. They take it once again. Interesting strategy. Taking things quite slow. Once again, caught in that Warriors defense. Now looking to swing it out wide. Does have a play on the outside, but rush defense. Good work once again by the Warriors, keeping them pinned in their half. Now the Knights trying to run it through the middle. Unable to.
The Uber Knights are bringing in some fierce play now. As we say that the Warriors, they have done mighty well. Gotten that turnover in. This is exactly what we were talking about earlier. That team that can make you pay straight away. Show and go, and underneath the sticks, she's going to touch down. Second try coming in for the Warriors. And they capitalize on every opportunity given. A few here and there could go the other way, but nevertheless, the majority of the time, their team that can make you pay.
Absolutely. Good work that time by the Warriors once again. So it was a lovely try, and the conversion is good as well. They take the early rights of this game, and take a look at that. Just foxing the defense. The conversion goes through as well. So the Warriors in front, 12 points to nil, with about a minute left in the game.
Okay, use it.
couple more minutes left here on the clock of the first half. And the Western Warriors, they've done brilliantly well. As we say that commentators curse, it's going to be a free kick from the center point. So that the kick didn't travel the 10 meters.
Use it.
Here the Knights throwing it around, hoping
Tuskers!
for a
Go back.
error by the defensive lines of the Warriors. It's been spot on. The defensive shapes have been good. They've not anyone
Tuskers!
passed through so far.
Play on. Knock back in.
As we say that another turnover by the Warriors.
Play on. Knock back. Play on.
Very quick to pounce on the opponent's mistakes. And possession yet again has been turned
Tuskers!
over.
Play on. Knock back.
Ball spills out, but still with the hands of the Uber Knights.
Play on.
Good continuity by the Uber Knights.
Tuskers! Advantage.
Almost dragged out of bounds.
There, just play.
Penalty.
Suspect.
High shot, says the referee.
Mark. Mark, yeah. Number
Yes,
2.
calls back for that correct mark.
Use it.
But position going back and forth in the past minute or so. Nevertheless, the Knights with possession. Will they be able to have the final say of this half? Trying to run laterally. Doesn't get her anywhere. Offloads in. And now, looks like that will be
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
a deliberate knock-on from the Western Warriors. Marching orders given by referee Arunashant. And now the Knights trying to run it straight.
Tuskers! India. Mark, yeah.
Not rolling away. The Western Warriors, they can't be making mistakes like this.
Tuskers!
They are one of the better teams in this provincial segment. The victors from last weekend as well.
Tuskers, roll away.
Yes, they're coming in to the second leg with the highest overall points in the provincial segment. And
10 meters.
as we say that the Uber Knights, they've built up some momentum over the past couple of minutes. The 7 up on our clock right now. So we'll have to see whether this one will be the final play. Slowly but surely the Uber Knights have made their way inwards of this game. Now a couple of meters away from the try line as well. Into the 5 meter they go, ever so close. The Knights searching for a try right before Melons. And
Tuskers, roll away.
Western Warriors now attempting with a bit of desperate defense. Here's the number 7 picking and going.
Tuskers, roll away.
Good defense coming in by the Warriors.
Back it.
Holding on to their lines. The Uber Knights, he's their play to lose. Cutting back inside the number 3. Brilliant step back in. And she'll dive over for the try right underneath the sticks. A try on the board right on the brink of half time. And giving some sort of hope for the Knights running in to the second half. Take a look at that step, Varun.
That's a lovely stop. Just dummying as well on that step. And 5 points is the only that they'll get. So the Western Warriors still in the lead. 12 points to 5 it'll be, as that is half time. Yes, the Western Warriors leading 12 points to 5 against the Uber Knights. It's a half-time confirmation. Western Warriors, they've made some mistakes. As we take a look at the highlights of the first half.
That was the first try coming in by the Warriors, followed by their second, not too soon after. And all we saw was how the Uber Knights built up some faces. They crept their way in to the opponent's half. Milk penalties kept that continuity going, which is why they got that try in Virun. So kudos to them. They did brilliantly in that last 2 minutes. And hopefully they'll carry the momentum forward into the second half as well to cause an upset and to keep this tournament alive for them. We've got plenty of more games to come here. As for now, it's the Warriors leading 12 points to 5. Just a 7-point difference between the two teams. Nothing too unattainable or unreachable right now. So it's very important how the Uva Knights manage this next 7 minutes.
Yes, and if the Western Warriors do keep on making the mistakes they made in the latter part of that first half, it won't be too hard for the Knights to come back from this deficit, as the Knights will restart in the second half. This kick goes deep. Now the Western Warriors, they try to run it almost to the defense. And the Western Warriors now with the player on the outside, opts to go into contact and switches directions once again.
Both teams have significantly improved on their ruck time. When the ball out of the ruck has been quite, it's been much faster than it was last weekend. And here's the Warriors now with a bit of advantage with their side. Maneuvering the ball across the field, carrying it forward now to center field, drops it cold. Referee Roshantam blows the whistle as there was an advantage coming in.
Yes, take a look at that once again. Just a hand caught in that tackle, but there was an advantage for the Western Warriors. And they opt to take it, trying to run it straight through. And takes a couple of players to bring her down. The ball pops out of the ruck. Not the best of balls coming out, but looks like the ball, it was a high tackle there. Western Warriors now moving forward. They interestingly opted to go into contact every time they get a penalty, and makes good meters, just a couple of meters out now. That will be yes, marching orders given. High tackle once again, just 5 meters out. Runs it straight through. Unable to get there, but she does at the end. Good work. The Knights should have done better to keep control of the ball. It was a big hit. And good work to reach out. Presence of mind over the whitewash.
Definitely that was well calculated there. Didn't have to do much. Identify the distance between her and the line, and she knew it was right at her grasp. So 17 points to 5, 12-point difference between the teams now. The Warriors, they did exactly what they should have done in that in the beginning of the second half. They had to score in to secure the game and add a bit of cushion between them and their opponents, and they've done that brilliantly.
Yes, and they'll feel that this 12-point cushion is good. With just about 3.5 minutes left in the game, they will be confident as they opt to go short with their kick. Collected well by the Knights. Rush defense from the Warriors. As the ball is lost back, but quickly to pounce on it are the Warriors. Good work from them.
The Warriors, they are keeping it alive, showing a bit of continuity yet again. Here's a Speeds in the corner, cutting back inside, trying to maneuver the field. Another offload comes in. High tackle advantage now in the favor of the Warriors as well. They're making inwards inside the opponent's half and just outside the 22 meter now. The Warriors came in with a bit of pace now. Here the Warriors with a clear overlap in the corner. She gonna run it, throws the pass. Not an accurate one though. Still in play as the Warriors, they have lost it forward.
Both players going for the same ball, same team as well. Should have called it that time. And it'll be a scrum for the Knights. The Knights, they did go into half-time with 5 points with the final say of the first half. But the Western Warriors, they've shown what they are capable of throughout the second half. Haven't given the Knights much to work with. As that pass goes into space and quickly to pounce on it are the Warriors as usual. And at this time, trying to run it straight. Takes a couple to bring her down, still going, pumping her feet. Now it's a speedster trying to run around. And she will go for yet another try for the Western Warriors. Good work. The continuity from this team has been great to watch, Denon. And take a look at that once again.
It's a one-on-one mismatch. Great work by the number 9 of the Western Warriors. Identifying the space in the corner, knowing that just the 5 points will do. No need to come back in as well. They got the try in, did the first bit right, and seems like we have a bit of an injury in the middle of the field as well. Very demanding weather conditions here at Racecourse International Stadium. The sun booming right on top of the field. There's no shade and
absolutely. And it looks like that will be full time. It's 22 points to 5. And we'll take a look at the highlights. That was a good try, reaching out. And then it was the speedster. She's been incredible for her team last weekend as well, Denon. And the Western Warriors take the victory. But like we were saying, the weather conditions today, it is unbearable. Must be really difficult out there. Take a look at some of the key stats from that game. 22 points to 5, 4 tries and 1 conversion for the Warriors, and just a single try for the Knights. The players, they've got to stay hydrated today. Definitely a tough ask, as we have the next game, the Northwestern Stallions taking on the North Central Eagles. A battle of the North. Will be an interesting game. You can see the teams warming up on the sides behind the 2 posts, getting ready for their games. But we do have a couple of interesting games coming up as well. That will be the UUDS Tuskers taking on Police Sports Club, CRNFC taking on Army, and CHNFC taking on Sri Lions. The first game, the Tuskers taking on Police, will start at 4 p.m. Everyone looking forward to those games. But for now, we have a crowd steadily building up on the first day of the second leg. But I'm sure we'll see more of a crowd tomorrow as well for the finals.
it's definitely the crowds are building up here. You can see the officials also having a pleasant conversation there. And plenty of more action to come here. The second leg of the Bogoliv International Union Pay SLR Sevens Series. It's the second leg. Plenty of support for all the teams participating here today. I expect a few more coming in right after that knockout match happening right across the field here on the other side.
Absolutely, Dylan. Plenty of matches all around us. All live on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare. We have the Mustangs Trophy just a kilometer or so away from here. And a few meters on the other side, we have the knockout rugby tournament going. The schools knockout rugby tournament semi-finals going on. So interesting couple of games. But I'm sure after the game at the Royal Complex, we'll see most of those schoolboys coming here, watching these games as well. Definitely tough ask from the players and the officials as well, under the conditions we have today in Colombo. It is getting quite bad during the afternoon time, but hopefully the players are good. We'll take a short commercial break and be back on the other side with the live action of the SLR Sevens tournament.
Epic rivalries reignited. The big match season is here. Iconic showdowns from Colombo to Kandy, from Mathura to Jaffna. Battle of the Blues, Maroons, Saints, Brothers, and so much more. Witness history as the future stars clash for glory. Big Match Season 2026. Big Match Season 2026. Live on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel. Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel. Schools Rugby is back. The Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2026 ignites the season. Defending dreams or shattering rivals? Who's claiming glory in 2026? Watch the action live on Dialog Television, Dialog Play, and ThePapare.com. Schools Rugby Unleashed.
The biggest spectacle in franchise cricket, Indian Premier League, is back for another thrilling season. Sri Lanka's finest stars and the global icons are ready to set the grandest stage of them all ablaze. Every six that shakes the stadium, every Yorker that silences the crowd, every moment that stops your heart. Don't just watch it, feel it. Live on ThePapare.com.
This happened. Oh, what an effort. Cope technique.
හයේ පහරවල් දියුණු කඩුළු දවා ගැනීම මේ කිසිම දෙයක් මගහැරගන්න එපා. කොතැන සිටියත් ඕනෑම වෙලාවක සජීවීව IPL අත්දැකීම දැන් ඔබේ අතටම. IPL උන්මාදයට Dialog Play සමග එක්වන්න. අදම Dialog Play App එක ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කර රුපියල් 268ක් රීලෝඩ් කරන්න. Star Sports නාලිකාව ඔස්සේ මුළු IPL තරගාවලියම සජීවීව නරඹන්න.
ලොව අංක එකේ ක්‍රිකට් සැනකෙලිය නැවතත් තියුණු තරගකාරීත්වයේ උණුසුම දැන් ඔබේ නිවසටම. IPL උන්මාදයට Dialog Television සමග එක්වන්න. රුපියල් 397කට IPL පාස් එක සක්‍රිය කරගෙන මුළු IPL සීසන් එකම Star Sports නාලිකා ඔස්සේ නරඹන්න. සක්‍රිය කිරීමට ඔබේ දුරකථනයෙන් on හිස්තැනක් DTV හිස්තැනක් ඔබේ ගෙනුම් අංකය හිස්තැනක් 2026 ලෙස ටයිප් කර 0770 679 679ට SMS කරන්න.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Live the action, feel the excitement. Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Experience every heartbeat and every goal like never before. From cricket to football, rugby to athletics, we capture the spirit of every sport that ignites our passion. Relive legendary moments, exclusive interviews and expert commentary, all in one place. Join us for live coverage of thrilling matches and events, bringing you closer to the action. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Live the action, feel the excitement. This is not just cricket. This is passion. This is pride. This is Pakistan's biggest T20 spectacle. Watch every boundary, every wicket, every unforgettable moment of the Pakistan Super League 2026. Live on the Papare 1 and the Papare 1 HD, Dialog Play App and thepapare.com. Get ready, Sri Lanka! The ultimate battle on the rugby pitch. Interclub Rugby League is back. Catch every thrilling moment, exclusive highlights, and live action only on Sri Lanka's #1 sports network, the Papare on Dialog Television. Or watch it live anytime, anywhere on the View Plus app and thepapare.com. Join the roar, feel the passion. Don't miss the Interclub Rugby League, only on the Papare.
It's going to be the first boundary, and it's 6.
A new battle ignites in New Zealand as the Kiwis welcome the men from the Caribbean. West Indies tour of New Zealand. 5 T20Is. Watch live.
It's going to be the first boundary, and it's 6.
A new battle ignites in New Zealand as the Kiwis welcome the men from the Caribbean.
It is the rocket pick.
Can the Windies' firepower silence the Kiwi fortress?
That is magnificent.
Or will Santner's men rule the nights at home? West Indies tour of New Zealand. 5 T20Is. Watch live.
And we are back with the live action. The Sharks taking on the Gladiators. Yes, and the Gladiators, they look like they're running away with it early on. Yes, good continuity of play. And that will be the first try. That was a good one. Just 30 seconds in. And the Gladiators. The conversion good as well. And Central Gladiators will restart. So early points for them. Just a minute. Southern Sharks.
The Sharks now under immense pressure in that ruck. Ball eventually recycled, though. Good tackle coming in by the Gladiators now. They're dominating the defense, as we say that. Takes a couple of players to bring her down. Ball squirts out, penalty advantage for the Southern Sharks. Was trailing this game 5 points to 0. And back-to-back penalties in the favor of the Sharks. Not rolling away this time as well. Not 10 meters. The referee Atavara, he has to reach out to his pocket, and he does so. The Central Gladiators now with a player down, 6 on the field. And Southern Sharks with an opportunity to score and strike back. Takes it quickly and runs into contact straight away. Ball ripped off the hands. Brilliant stuff by the Gladiators. That's the Gladiator mindset, Virun. And here's the Gladiators now. The speedster out there in the corner. The number 1 in pursuit. She's not going to stop her, as the number 10 will go down right underneath the sticks. And second try coming in.
That's good work by the Gladiators. A man down as well. Yes, with a player down from that yellow card. They've ripped the ball away from the Southern Sharks and gone against a run of play. They've scored. Oh, that one just hitting the crossbar. So the points will stay 12 points to 0. Take a look at that. Held the player up in the tackle and then ripped the ball away. It was that speedster all the way in the number 10 jumper.
The Gladiators down a player as well, managing to get another score in. Makes a mess of the restart, so it's going to be a free kick on center field for the Sharks.
The Gladiators have made a couple of mistakes so far. Not have to pay for them yet, but they definitely need to cut back on the mistakes. The Southern Sharks, it looks like they have lost the ball forward, and it will be a scrum on center line. And looks like it was a wrong tap taken. The Gladiators looking to run now. She picks it. No one to stop her. Finally brought down. They need to get the ball out the ruck as soon as possible. Lob pass coming through. And now running into space.
It's cutting back straight through the defense. The Southern Sharks scrabbling. But unfortunately, it's been knocked forward by the Gladiators. Referee Atawara. Here's the action replay of what happened in that instance. It's half-time here at Racecourse International Stadium. It's the Central Gladiators leading the Southern Sharks 12 points to nil. And it's been quite a one-sided affair, hasn't it? The Gladiators, looking at the highlights as well, they drew first blood in the first minute of the game as well. Brilliant stuff, and the second one, that was an absolute refreshing try to watch. Take a look at that one, ripped off the hands, and sheer pace burning the defender off the right. And up next, we'll have a fabulous game lining up right after this one. We'll have to wait for that as the second half will resume here at the Racecourse. The Gladiators leading 12 points to nil. The Sharks trailing and hoping for a second half comeback.
Yes, Gladiators very happy with their performance in the first half. A few mistakes here and there, costing them some penalties. But the Southern Sharks, they have not made use of it. They have given away position right back. And now, good rush defense by the Gladiators. And it looks like the ball has been lost forward. And scrum for the Gladiators. They have to send this through, but they've knocked it on as well. Sharks, they opt to play it on, and referee Atawara allows it. It's not playing to the whistle, are the Gladiators. Just hoping. And against the run of play, once again, Southern Sharks have made a crucial error. And under the post she goes. For yet another try for the Central Gladiators. Take a look at this. You've got to pounce on the ball even though you've knocked it on. Referee will let play continue, especially in sevens. And cardinal error by the Southern Sharks, made to punish by the Gladiators.
Just a few golden rules in sevens track. We got to play to the whistle, Virun, and the Southern Sharks paying in dividends. And the Gladiators taking maximum advantage of the opportunities presented to them. As we say that it's another knock forward, and ball yet again ripped off straight off the hands. Here's the Gladiators now moving through. Brilliant offload coming in. Easy does it for the number 5. She's gonna dot down right underneath the sticks for another try. The Gladiators enjoying themselves here at Racecourse as they go in with 22 points with the conversion to come as well against the Southern Sharks, who's have had no answers to these efforts. Make it 24 points to nil. What an effort by the Gladiators.
Then that was absolutely lovely to watch. Once again ripped away, but that offload, something to watch out for. Lovely work. And easiest of tries after that. For the Gladiators. Conversion is good as well. 24 points to nil now. Southern Sharks caught completely off guard. Fish out of water. The Southern Sharks, as they've had no response to the Gladiators.
The Sharks now showing a bit of intent, slipping through a couple of tackles. The ball squirts out, but backwards, says the referee. So it's a play on here, and straight away pouncing on it are the Gladiators, wasting no time whatsoever. Overlap in the corner. Will she opt to run by herself? Yes, she does. The number 5, back-to-back tries coming in. No one's gonna stop her. Right underneath the post as well. Showing on some beautiful skills here, and just brilliant performance by them.
Absolutely lovely work. Gladiators showing exactly what they're capable of. Putting their hand up for this weekend's title in the provincial segment. Let's take a look at that try once again. Easy does it. Goes in for her brace. Just putting in the afterburners, realizing that she was being chased at that final moment. It looks like this will be the final kickoff from this half in this game. Gladiators, 29-point lead.
Convincing performance by the Gladiators, Virun. Here's the restart yet again. And straight away their defensive effort has been top-notch. Take a look at that one, counter-rucking in fact. Southern Sharks though opt to kick this one to the backfield. No one's there to sweep for the Gladiators. Have they found a cheek in the armor of this impressive Gladiator team? Another turnover, and here's the Southern Sharks now trying to find an answer for the Gladiators. Then overlap in the corner, opts to go straight into traffic. Penalty in favor as well. Southern Sharks finding making some headway. Here's the Southern Sharks with the reply. 5 points up on the board. Is this a late surge? We'll have to wait and see. But as for now, the Southern Sharks, I think they found some cheek in the arm of the Gladiators. The backfield, which was unprotected, has been discovered and pounced upon as the conversion is unsuccessful. So that will be the only try scored by the Southern Sharks in this one. A consolation try coming in the dying embers as referee Gihan Yadavar blows the final whistle away. And a clinical performance by the Gladiators against the Southern Sharks. Here's the full-time confirmation, 29 points to 5. And it's been a brilliant performance by the team.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from that game. Good work by the Gladiators. This offload was lovely to watch. Good continuity. They play in the number 5 jumper. Goes for an easy try. And just a few moments after that, just running around the defense, had a player on the outside as well. kicked in the afterburners and went all the way for her brace. And then the final say of the game coming through the Southern Sharks after being without a say for the rest of the game. They come with a try in the final few seconds. The key stats are 29 points to 5 tries and 2 conversions for the Gladiators.
Yes, and up next we have the Northwestern Blacks taking on the Uber Tigers. Should be the final game in this round of the provincial group stage. Tigers put on a brilliant performance in their first game, isn't it, Bhishma?
Yes, definitely they put up a good performance, Nathan. More to see from them. Well, the final match of the women's provincial segment here. With Tigers passing it through. The defense equally met. A bit of a confusion there. Ball given, knocked on by referee Nipuna.
Yes, lost forward there by the Tigers. Can see on replay as well, and that's Cardinal inside your own red zone. And the first scrum of the game to the Western Blacks.
The Blacks with the put in. They have two speedy wingers, but picks up and goes from the base. From the scrum goes the number 4 and dots down under the post as easy as you like.
It's all too easy there for the Blacks. You said they have speed on the wings, Bhishma, but I didn't think they needed it on that occasion. A gaping hole in the middle of the Tigers' defense. And easy does it for the halfback as the conversion goes astray. It's 5 points to nil. Perfect start then for the Northwestern Blacks.
Northwestern showcasing here the replay that they have speed in the middle as well, not just the corners. They like to take the hard way through the middle. Picks up and goes from the scrum. Conversion goes astray.
And once again ball lost forward. Straight from kickoff. This time by the Tigers, picked up quickly by the try scorer. Have a knock-on advantage. Will they need it? Working the ball out wide. Has plenty of support. Now choosing to run back infield. A bit lateral at the moment for the number 3, but she sees that space opening up on the outside. Picked up by one of the speedsters, and she runs straight through the gap, and that'll be the second try for the Northwestern Blacks.
Northwestern Blacks with their second score. Under the post goes from the corner. With the number 6, a quick barging run. The first few phases were lateral, but in the end they managed to find the score. In the replay, picks up and goes. There was a defense in front of her, but the leg power just proving too much for the Tigers defense. Rung in a 1. Almost 3 or 4. And goes under the post is the number 6 for the Blacks. With the Blacks leading here, 10 points to nil.
Yes, defense of the Uber Tigers certainly has to come under question. This time the kickoff going straight along the floor, and the rush is good as well from the Blacks. And it looks like once again Ishma, the Tigers have lost that one forward straight from a kickoff.
Yes, Nathan. Once again, seems to be the curse. The story for today. for the Uber Tigers, and credit goes where it is due. The Blacks kicker taking drop kick grubbers there without going high. Good tactic and winning the ball, and picks up and goes again. Shows and goes. Can she go through? No. Defense met. Well read by the Uber Tigers. Not letting it happen for a second time. Passing the ball. Goes outside. Cuts back in. Loses a step. Quite gathered here, but there is numbers on the outside. But going through the defense, using the hard path, goes down under the post is the number 15 from Western Blacks, and they scored their third try within a matter of 5 minutes. And we will probably be hearing the Lemons bell as well right now.
Yes, easy does it for the Northwestern Blacks. Went straight down the middle, but a bit alarming will be the fact that they haven't converted any of their tries. It's still 15 points, and we'll take a look at the replay there. Had plenty of space out wide, but the Tigers defense just not up to the task. No one could make that tackle, and in the end, an uncontested run at the try line for the Northwestern Blacks as they take a 3-score cushion with them. Once again, restart has been spilled. Advantage being played for the Northwestern Blacks. Will they need it? I don't think they will. Cuts back, cuts outside, cuts back inside the number 4. But this time the defense up to the task for the Uber Tigers. That's much more like it from them, isn't it? Bundling their men out into touch. And with that, referee blows for Lemons.
Tigers defense scrambling, doing their best just to put her out. With that is the halftime scores. Both teams will be relieved there with the scorching hot sun here at Racecourse Stadium. It's never easy to play in these conditions.
Yes, certainly, and your halftime confirmation there is 15 points to nil after the first 5 minutes. Taking a look at the highlights. First one, almost straight off the bat from the halfback. And then defense just not showing up for the Uber Tigers, and allow their opponents to run in. Couple of easy tries right through the middle. This was the last one just before the breather. The number 15 that time had 3 players trying to mark, but just too strong for the Tigers defense, and it is 15 points to nil.
And half time coming to an end there. Second half about to kick off. It's always a healthy lead. Having 15 points up to your scoreboard with the unanswered points. The Wood Tigers are under pressure. Well, the Blacks will be just looking to maintain this momentum. Going through the defense is the number 14. Can she beat her other defender? Rush defense coming from the back. Wonderful stuff. And goes the number 14 running down the left corner. Puts a big fin under the post. She goes.
It's picking up exactly where they left off at the halftime breather, isn't it? Straight from kickoff. A grubber kick picked up and easily dotted down, using the width of the field to her advantage that time and getting the 4th score for her team. And the conversion is missed yet again, so it's 20 points to nil in favor of the Northwestern Blacks. Take a look at that on replay. Again, plenty of gaps in that Tigers defense, and the sweeper for them also not really a matchup one-on-one against the Northwestern Black speedster. She dots down underneath the post, and it's a 4-score cushion now for the Blacks.
Ball knocked on again by the White Tigers. The Blacks with another golden opportunity to extend their lead for 5 tries. Well, a before try there. Never easy. It's always easy beating the first line of defense, but when there's a sweeper, second line coming, it's never easy to maintain that momentum. But she just had the speed there, accelerating on the outside. Blacks with position, going through to the corner. Gives it back in a series of offloads there. Cuts back in again. On the loose. Defense in scrambles here. Number 6. She's been a strong and healthy ball runner for the Blacks.
Let's just need to finish this off now. Going straight through the defense. Once again, the number 15. This time eventually brought down, but it picking up from base is the number 4 who goes over for her second score. Started it all off with that lovely offload in play off the back of the scrum, and then she comes back to pick up and finish it off for her side, and it's 25 points to nil.
Conversion successful this time. The first conversion of the match, and it's going to be 27 points to nil. 27 unanswered points from the Northwestern Blacks. And they will be having a small breather here because the game is put to bed definitely. If the Tigers can get a consolation score here at least, it will be a good morale boost for them. Well, the Northwestern Blacks finishing 3rd in the first tournament, and Tigers finishing just below the last in 7th. Well, with the second leg, points will also be tallied up to the final leaderboard. The top 4 teams will be looking out to give a good battle to each other and prevailing to see who will come first. Currently, Western Warriors with a 2-point lead over the Central Gladiators in the leaderboard.
Yes, some really competitive teams, isn't it? As you said, in this provincial segment, the Warriors, the Gladiators, and the Western Province team as well. This time the ball carrier does really well to stay on her feet and send it out to the number 4, who's unfortunately being bundled into touch, hunting for her hat-trick at the moment. But this time the defense doing enough for the Uber Tigers. Take a look at the replay there. Just dragging out of bounds. And it's a line out to the Tigers now, who will be hunting potentially for at least a consolation score, isn't it?
Well, while both these teams are hunting for tries and hunting for hat-tricks, we have people on the roads hunting for ACs with these hot, humid conditions.
Certainly, Bhishma. Don't know how the players are managing out there on the park. It's been really hot and humid in Colombo these past couple of weeks, and expected to continue as well is what we are hearing. And it's the middle of March Madness, if you call it that, the big match season, the schools rugby season. So it's going to be really tough for all the school boys and school girls who have their sports seasons now.
Well, the sun also going. I'm also going to go mad on y'all and joining into the March Madness. And with that, the 6th try for the Blacks on the right touch line. And that will be the final play of the game. And referee Nipuna blows the whistle. That's going to read 32 points to nil with Northwestern Blacks running away with this game. Yes, Nathan. And next we have UUDS Tuskers facing off Police. That will be one to watch out for. And the Northwestern Blacks 32 points to nil against the West Tigers running away with that win. Here you go, the highlights. First try of the second half. Small fin, and then stepping on the gas to go for the first. Underneath the sticks. Underneath the post again.
So up next, back into the men's segment, but before that, let's take a look at the key stats. 6 tries and just the 1 conversion for the Blacks. And as I said, moving back into the men's division now, we'll have Police Sports Club taking on the visiting team, the UUDS Tuskers, the champions from that first leg. But if their first game this time was anything to go by, they look quite beatable, isn't it, Bhishma, against Navy Sports Club?
Yes, well, Navy exposing UUDS, showing that they also have weaknesses. A quite close game there.
This time Police doing really well to pick it up from the kickoff. The number 1 trying to show and go. Looked like a high shot on him, but managed to get himself over the ball eventually, and that's a turnover to the Tuskers. Now looking for his supporting players is the number 7. Eventually finds it, sends it out wide. UUDS have pace and strength to burn, especially on that wing. That man cutting back in field, but unfortunately ball lost forward. And it's an early scrum down in favor of the Cops. Take a look there. Just misjudged the pass on that occasion. The number 15 for the UUDS Tuskers. And first scrum of the game in favor of Police Sports Club.
Well, golden opportunity for Police. If they can come close and do something. Not every day you get scrums here against a team like this, which rarely makes a mistake. And booted by Prince Chamara. Still in play. It's going to be a penalty for the Police.
It is a play of the ball there from UUDS Tuskers, taken quickly. Now working it back in field. Here's the halfback, shows and goes. Finds support, but the UUDS defense up to the task. Keeping their man up, and that's brilliant defense from the Tuskers. Just showing their strength there. Showing how much they can dominate the physical battle. And forcing a turnover. And that's an opportunity wasted, you have to say, by Sri Lanka Police.
Well, Nathan, the difference of physicality levels coming into play there. The selectors will be looking out for this. The new French coach will also be looking out for this, because Sri Lanka will be playing against the New Zealand under 85 and in the Asian 7 circuit, where there are major levels of differentiation. And this is a good practice run to face these strong, mighty Fijians who's been lighting up the 7 circuit, proving a different back of the hand there. And he breaks through. And the number 11 is going from the back of the hand. Ramit Himash coming for the tackle, but unsuccessful. And goes down under the sticks. Just next to the sticks is the number 11 with the headband for the UUDS Tuskers.
Yes, had a couple of tries in their earlier game as well. And that's brilliant from the Tuskers, that offloading, just foxing the entire Police defense. Take a look at that. Some good stop-start play. Sucking in the defender and then unleashing the offload, and one-on-one. You're going to back the UUDS wing of Wuata every single day of the week. As Kamindu De Costa off camera has added the extra, so it's 7-0 in favor of the Tuskers. We played 3 minutes.
Well, that's the type of rugby Sri Lanka loves to see. A new style, back of the hand offload. And here's the conversion. Costa kicking it through. Extending the lead, 7 points to nil. And almost there. Another try within seconds. But the foot just touching the try line. The ball will be with Police. Almost inside their half. Be looking to get back out of jail and go into the UUDS Tuskers half. Well, if you want to attack the UUDS, Nathan, you have to attack it immediately. So that's what we saw the first match. Navy striking back immediately, and then for a slight tender time, they had the lead. Police with a free kick.
Yes, taken quickly that time. Have an overload on that right hand side. Running straight through the middle though. Thought he could have done better to get that pass out. And can see the counter rucking as well from UUDS Tuskers on point, but just getting a bit over eager. They are giving away the penalty taken quickly by Chamara, who unleashes the number 11. Has one man to beat but chooses to kick ahead instead. It's a foot race now with Kavindu De Costa, who does the sensible thing and grounds it inside his own goal line. And it'll be a dropout now in favor of the Tuskers. Thought Police, another opportunity missed for them. Could have done a lot better with that free kick. And the decision making as well to chip ahead was a one-on-one situation. Has to be questioned, but no complaints from the UDS Tuskers, who managed to win the ball back after that dropout, and now it's like they've given away another penalty.
Well, Costa was trying to keep the ball and get back up, losing the ball in the process. Can you see? Losing the ball there, just rolling in front. Referee Shanta deeming it rolling in front, so given forwards. UUDS with the different jersey this time, with the blue jumper, not the white we are used to seeing.
So now it is for Prince Chamara. Goes straight into contact, and the tackler will have to release. Police no way through for them at the moment. Now looking to use the open side, but once again the line speed of UDS is commendable. This time it's picked up quickly by the halfback and just not on the same wavelength as his player there. The pass was on, would have created an overload on that left hand side. But Prince Chamara just running the wrong line, and pass going to no man's land. And they'll bring it back and taken quickly by the Tuskers, who'll stroll through towards the try line. That's their second score. Wakalivu, it is who grounds it right under the post. And all that hard work from Police Sports Club hasn't been converted into points, and UDS Tuskers on the counter attack have made them pay.
Yes, definitely, Nathan. Police gave UUDS a good run for their money, but their network communication just failing them, and that leading to a try from their own half. Fiji took it quickly, and the number 7 of the Fiji team had just one duty to break their one defender, and he goes under the post to make it 14 points to nil. Fijian flair of taking the quick line outs coming into play here. Missed tackle there. He had just a small casual stride to the try line under the post. The restart going Police's way, but still plays on. Referee, and here is the number 5. Can he touch down?
Yes, beaten to it by the Police Sports Club defender. Saves the blushes for his side as referee Aruna Shanta blows for Lemons. It's 14 points to nil in favor of the Tuskers. Police had plenty of possession in that first 7 minutes, isn't it, Bhishma? But just weren't able to open up those gaps in the UUDS defense, as we have your halftime confirmation. 14 points to nil in favor of the Tuskers.
Yes, definitely. Police had many chances. Well, quite tough to be exact, about 3-4 chances, but that was quite enough to have extend the lead in this game. But Police just failing to execute their communication and their final crucial decisions in the final closing meters, failing them. And here is the first try for UUDS. Wata in the corner, beating the defense and coming inside. And the Costa with the conversion with a slight angle. And here was the final try to cap up the first half. A quick line out taken from the half of the Policemen. They go with the converted try into Lemons. 14 points to nil. UUDS currently leading against Police. On your screens is the UDS Tuskers coming all the way from Dubai, consisting of Sri Lankan players as well. Players we are used to seeing in the Havelock jerseys, CS jerseys and Isipatana jerseys. Quite a bunch of Isipatanins there.
And it will be the Tuskers to kickstart proceedings in the second half. Ball at the hands of Tisolo. Puts in a high kick, but it's collected by Prince Charmer for Police Sports Club. Now what can they make of this? They've got possession to start out this second half. Slowing things down just a bit. The ball at the hands of Charmer again. Lovely pass out wide, but no one running that support in line for Prince Charmer. That's unfortunate for Police Sports Club. It's happened to them a couple of times already in these 7 minutes. Some good passes, but haven't quite gone to hand. Lack of communication there from the men in white. And UUDS will win back possession via line out.
Well, Charmer trying to do a little bit extra to get the score, but his teammates not being up to their chemistry. UUDS with another chance here in their half to do something. Steps inside. Support arrives on the back. Plays it on. Referee. Confusion there. But here cuts the number 11 and going is for his second try is Water and touches down as easy as you like. Police. The defense in shambles with Water running for his second try.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from the UUDS Tuskers. Fox in the Police defense. Some good stop-start play from them, and Police a bit guilty of not playing to the whistle as the conversion is missed, so it'll remain 19 points to nil, but would love to take a second look at that try. That was Vuata finishing the move off, but it's those offloads just a couple of phases before that really created that score for the UUDS Tuskers, and they're showing why they are forced to be reckoned with in this SLR Sevens Series, and why they come in as the pre-tournament favourites into the second leg as well.
Well, teams like CH and CR will be looking for a way to counter those offloads. Ball lost. CH, CR, UUDS and Navy, those four teams will be going head-to-head tomorrow as well. So each team that will be facing UUDS will be looking for a method to counter-attack those offloads, stop them. Because if they can stop those offloads by tackling them first time, giving them 1-2 crunching hits, those offloads will be stopping. There's going to be a major advantage point for the opposition team.
So this time a scrum in favour of Police. Haven't really managed to make an entry into the UUDS half. It's been that comprehensive a performance from them this time again. Ball is loose, tried to pick it up quickly. Dots it down, but was lost forward at the loose ball situation. Police, you have to feel for them. Bhishma haven't really got a look in. But it's all down to this superior line speed of UDS Tuskers. There once again you can see rushing up onto their man, doubling up on the players, putting the pressure on at the breakdowns. Just not going right for them on that occasion. But it's Police who will still be under pressure with a scrum inside their own 22-meter. Just 3.5 minutes left in this clash then. Police are to make a difference. They'll need to pull something out of thin air here. Now puts on the step and kicks it into some space. But sweeping up for the Tuskers is Kavindu De Costa, who loves to run from broken field. Steps past the first man, steps past the second, Kavindu De Costa. Now looks for his options. Finds a lovely offload to the new man and a beautiful ball off the floor to Rinesh Silva, who takes it into the 22-meter. Now running straight through the middle is the number 7 for UUDS Tuskers, and easy does it. That will be their 4th score, and it's come through their number 1, Wakalivu. And the conversion is through as well. So it's 26 points to nil in favor of the Tuskers. And what a show it's been from them so far.
Well, if you can see the replay there. Police digging their own grave. Rushing their defense. The one player rushing himself to contact. And that's not what you want to do when you have opposition like these Fijians. Here's the replay. Rushing in defense and just one slight mistake when you rush opens up to a try, and that's 7 points for the UUDS Tuskers. And it's not even half time. Pardon me, it is half time. 12th minute gone. And the game slightly put to rest here. Hopefully as well. No way, police is coming back for 26 unanswered points with 1.5 minutes left to go.
Time on.
UUDS with a short restart.
Done okay.
And the ball is won. And here he goes, the number 6. Can he score again? No, well brought down by Yusuf there. But supporting lines are very well done. And the number 88, the big man, goes under. Next to the sticks, I suppose. And extends the UUDS lead for 31 points.
It's brilliant, brilliant stuff from the Tuskers, straight from kickoff. The conversion is through. And that's 33 points to nil. Paul Kedoni will get the credit for that try, but it was created by the number 6. Rajala for the UUDS Tuskers did really well to hang on to that kickoff. Then a couple of slick offloads later, ball found its way to Kedoni, who dotted down for the 5th try to the UUDS Tuskers. This time though, the kickoff hasn't travelled the 10 meters, and probably the best chance that police have had in this game comes unfortunately for them with just 30 seconds left on our clock. Now looking to overload the short side. Here's Naveen Kanishka. But again, brilliant line speed from UUDS Tuskers. Been unmatched in attack and in defense. And the pass goes to no man's land. Here it is now for Police Sports Club. They've done well to recover, have an overload, but that pass has gone forward from the winger. Had the right idea, was trying to play at pace, but unfortunately for him, just couldn't get the execution right. And that's as close as police have come in these past 14 minutes. This will probably be the last play of this game. Yes, scrum in favor of the Tuskers, who topped their group this time round as well. Beating Navy Sports Club early doors, and now another win over Police. We'll see them move comfortably into the cup/plate segment tomorrow. Now a lovely move once again. Yes, Kavidu De Costa. But unfortunately, referee Aruna Shanta saying that offload was forward. There's a brilliant move between him and Vitolo. But unfortunately for the Tuskers, not able to get the desired result. Take a look at that. Sucking in couple of defenders and look pretty close, but the pass did go forward, and it'll be a scrum in favor of Police Sports Club to close out this game.
Dominating performance from the UUDS Tuskers. Police know where to find the answers they are searching for. And a mistake again. Ball still in play. And that's knocked down by Police. That will be the final play of the game as referee Aruna Shanta blows his whistle. And UUDS in their campaign for the first day with 33 points to nil. And they will be back in action with this flair tomorrow. UUDS Tuskers 33 points to nil, leading against the Police.
Yes, a comprehensive victory from the UUDS Tuskers. Take a look at the second half highlights. Scored a couple in the first half, and then Vuata opening things up. Then a couple of missed tackles. You can't do that against a side of this stature. Another try underneath the post, which was converted, and then right off the resulting kickoff. Some slick offloads, and Paul went comfortably over the try line. So it's 33 points to nil in favor of the Tuskers, who topped their group. 5 tries and 4 conversions, and Police couldn't even get out of their own half. It was a dominating performance as the Tuskers are really growing into this second leg as they aim to go all the way in this SLR Sevens Series.
Well, we have up next CRNFC taking Army. Well, CRNFC returning with their big guns. Murshid Zobe, Navin Marasinghe, Rasidu Karunatilaka, the skipper from the 15th side. And Tenuka Nanakara, the player of the tournament of the 15th circuit, returning to get their 7th duties on.
His CRNFC Bhishma, I thought, had the best game of any of the teams in that opening round of fixtures. Was a really polished performance from them in attack and in defense. As they are hunting for the 7th title, hunting for that triple championship, if you could call it that. League and knockout champions from the recently concluded interclub season. And a 7th title to go with it would be perfect stuff for the Longdon Place side.
Well, if CR can complete their Grand Slam, it will be wonderful stuff for them. Perfect finish off for the season. Well, if on your screens, if you watch the last week's matches as well, this is basically the team that played last week for CR, with them having impact subs. CR having a perfectly balanced team here, with their big names returning to the side.
Army Sports Club as well, with a closely fought victory over Air Force in that opening fixture of theirs. Air Force, despite having a really good team on paper, having to bow out of the group, and now Dick Kumbura has found one of his players in space. Bounce is kind for him, but unfortunately ball was lost forward in the process. But yes, Army managing a victory over Air Force, showing that they too have got it in this 7th circuit with the likes of Sudaraka Dikkumbura, national caps for Sri Lanka. But unfortunately on that occasion, pass going forward, and his first scrum of the game going in favor of CRNFC. Hashan Madhumadava with the feed in. A good shove from Army, and they've won themselves a penalty. So making their presence felt early doors, the soldiers. And CR with some defending to do early doors.
Sudhakar Dikkumbura, an important cog in the wheel for this Army team. A veteran player for Sri Lanka Sevens and the Army team. Donning the jersey for 10 to 12 years now. Still on the go, still feeling young. And giving us a good touch finder. And bringing Army about 40 meters in front and 20 meters back behind their own try line. Dikkumbura access scrum off and send is out wide. Army will be looking to send things back in. A cut back in. Late cut here. Miss pass given out. Going on top of the head. And it goes forward. Silly mistake there. The ball was presented somehow. Bounce pass, but nevertheless could have been caught there. Army's silly mistakes, giving positioning away. You never know, that might end up being the failure of the first half and costing them a score. CR with position, looking to get back out of jail here, and will be looking to score the first try.
Yes, the idea was right there from Sri Lanka Army. Now here's Madhumadava with the feed in once again, out hooked by the soldiers, picked up by Sudaraka Dikkumbura, who looks for space to run into. Sudaraka Dikkumbura has put on the gas, needs to get that pass out, but a brilliant covering tackle from Chemod Mutunayak, and a back of the hand offload to Lairu Ratnayaka, but a late call from referee Lasantha to say that that ball was lost forward in the process. But what a run there by Dikkumbura, straight off the back of the scrum. putting heaps of pressure on the CRNFC defense, but brilliant covering tackle as well from Mutunayaka, forcing the handling error from Army Sports Club and sparing the blushers for CRNFC.
Well, I think the Kumbara could have passed it outside for a second there, but also a good cover defense by Mutunayaka. Well, Mutunayaka has been immense in this 15th circuit and the 7th circuit last week as well for the CR team. One of those few players who didn't get to experience school rugby with the pandemic coming, now showing his colors in the red jersey. Definitely will be looking an eye out for the national jersey here.
Clearance kick comes in from Mutunayak and the bounce is kind for CRNFC. Needs his supporting players to arrive though. Allows just enough time for the Army defense to shoot up. And that was a brain fade at the breakdown. Playing the ball from an offside position. And CRNFC have done really well to win themselves a penalty. Taken quickly by Tarindu. Now looking to work his way back in field. He's the winger. Now using the blind side. Here's Buckle for CRNFC. Madhumadava puts on the step, finds the inside ball. But I think that was lost forward, and yes indeed. The call comes from referee Lasanta. But CRNFC very nearly opening up the Army defense there.
Well, if you are just tuning in, we have CR versus the Army. Match going on. 5 minutes on to the time. And 0-0 is the scores. We are live here from the Racecourse International Stadium, bringing you the SLR Sevens Series. Second leg here. Currently, Army knocking the ball on. And CR getting away with possession again. Plays out in the wide. Anjula to Gamunu Chaitya. Can he finish it off? Chaitya. Stepping back in, stepping back outside and touches down for the first try is Gamunu Chaitya in the left-hand corner. Well, the first score of the game comes in the almost the 6th minute.
Gamunu Chaitya there, showing his class. Did really well to stay on his feet. Had plenty of work to do still when he got the ball. But did really well to ground it and get the first score in for CRNFC, and a deserved score too. But the conversion goes astray from Tarindu. CRNFC with a 5-0 cushion. We have 1 minute left in this first half, but take a look at that from Chaitya to Fox Lairu Ratnayaka, who's more than capable in one-on-one situations. But just a step too many there for Ratnayaka to deal with. And it's 5-0 to the men in red.
Mutunayaka with a high-hanging restart. Buckle up to the task. Wonderful stuff from Molly Buckle there. Gaining position for CR again from the kickoff. Offside says referee Nalin. Aaron taken quickly. Not 10 says Army. So it will be another opportunity, and with a man down as well. Yellow card shown there for Army. Goes to the naughty chair. With one player down, Army will have to defend for this final few seconds of the first half. And CR with a golden opportunity will be looking to get through the whitewash. An easy outnumbered try.
Yes, Tarindu takes it quickly there. Here it is for Hashan Madhumadava. Finds the offload to Gamunu Chaitya. Backwards says referee Lasanta. Quickly recycled by Tarindu. Tries to send it back in field. It's there for Aaron Correa once again. Will the bounce be kind to him? And yes, it's dotted down by Buckle for CRNFC as they double their advantage as we go into the break. It's going from bad to worse for Army Sports Club. A yellow card and outnumbered against this CRNFC side. You're always going to struggle, especially defensively. And it's 10-0 for CR. Conversion goes astray once again. And that will be the halftime score. Half-time confirmation there, 10-0 to CRNFC. Was scoreless for the first 5.5 minutes before Gamunu Chetia did this moment of individual brilliance, and then an intelligent kick from Korea. So buckle touchdown for the second score to make it a 10-0 cushion for CRNFC heading into half-time.
We are back with the action here. Second half of CR versus Tech Army. Army 10 points down, 10 points to answer. It's very much doable with the right determination and the right focus. Kick off good. CR running with the ball, spreading it out wide. Muthanayaka to Madhumadua. Anjula in the corner. Will he boot it inside? But inside comes Ollie Buckle, gives it inside, and wonderful support play from Ollie Buckle there. And wonderful stuff from CR, and will be going down to touchdown for the third try. CR under the sticks, taking their time, using their time wisely. Going down the sticks, make it 15 points to nil. Can Muthanayaka make it 17, and yes he does. 2 points more. 17-0 will read the scoreline. Wonderful stuff, wonderful reply, wonderful straight up answer from CR in the beginning minutes of the second half. Good awareness by Anjula and great communication by the pair, with Ollie Buckle coming in the inside, touching down for his second try of the game.
Yes, and CRNFC probably needed that score too. Just a 10-point cushion going into half-time, and hit the ground running in this second half. 17 points, a lot more comfortable place to be in if you're CRNFC. Army. Now here's Sudaraka Dikkumbura looking for that space. Dikkumbura running a bit laterally, but sucking in the CRNFC defense. Needs support, the veteran for Army. Finds it through Kumar, but CR reading it well and making that tackle. Now here's Sachin Gamage sending it out wide to the speedster. Chose to cut back inside. Thought he just could have accelerated there, but now it's back in for Narada. Has his man on the inside, puts in the grubber kick, but that's heading out of bounds. And the sweeper comes up for CRNFC to ensure no damage done, but it'll be a line out to Sri Lanka Army, who are hunting for their first score in this game. Line out from 5 meters for Army. Anjula tried his best to spoil that, but it falls kindly to Narada, and he goes over for Army. A consolation score out of nowhere for them. And is this the spark that they needed? The initial line out was spoiled, but no one sweeping up the loose ball for CR, and an easy try for Narada, the halfback. The conversion goes astray, so it's 17 points to 5 with about 3.5 minutes left to play.
Well, I would say 3.5 minutes is also enough time to create an upset. We've seen upsets being happening with much less more time. So if Army can get the act on here, they can score. Just another 2 tries needed and 1 conversion. Well, if that conversion of the try of Narada went through, it would have been a much calming presence for Army. But still, CR with 1 foot over the finish line. Can they just keep both feet off it right now, or will they have to do more to gain that win? Nana Kara giving it to Zube. Anjuli on the inside. Well met with the defense there. Not rolling away. Dore quickly taken. With space. Can he run? Can he finish in the corner? And yes, as easy as you like, Dore will touch down with quite a bit of a battle there at the end. But nevertheless, he scores for CR's 4th try. Makes it 22 points to 5. And surely that's that game put to rest there by CR. And they will be looking to repeat the same performance in these next 2 minutes and tomorrow as well.
It's brilliant stuff there from CRNFC. That combination, Tenuka Nanayakkara and Murshid Dore, proving quite incisive, and it's Dore that collects the try. Take a look at the replay there, straight off the quick tap, and Dore with plenty of space to run into, knew exactly where the gaps were in the Soldiers' defense. Now plenty of pressure applied at the kickoff from CRNFC, but a penalty coming the way of Sri Lanka Army, taken quickly by Gamage. Now here's Dik Kumbura putting his foot on the gas, but once again just lacked a supporting player in his vicinity. Support came eventually. Now ball has been worked back in field. Here's Narada. His run was well read there by Marasinghe. And the penalty has been given away, and CRNFC taking it quickly. Here's Dore to Buckle now, who'll run the length of the field for the 5th try for CRNFC. Easy does it. Completely fox in the Army defense. No one sweeping up. And it's Buckle who collects his 2nd try. His 3rd try rather in this game, and converted as well. 27 points to 25. Just 40 seconds left on our clock, and CRNFC look like they'll come out of their group as the group top team, beating Air Force and Sri Lanka Army. As we take a look at the replay, running straight through the middle, big gaps opening up in the Army defense. This time the restart is collected by Sri Lanka Army, but looks like the ball has gone forward. Just a few more seconds left on our clock. Yes, CRNFC and the UUDS Tuskers topping their groups and making their way into the cup/plate segment in this 2nd leg. Here's Dore with a bit of a juggle, unfortunately. Lost it forward, and that will be the full-time whistle. 29 points to 5 in favor of CRNFC, who have booked their place in the cup segment tomorrow. Yeah, full-time confirmation, 29 points to 5. And another polished performance from CRNFC. As you take a look at the highlights from that 2nd half, Buckle running a beautiful inside line to collect his 2nd try, which was converted. And then a bit of a spark for Amit coming through Narada. But after that moment of good link-up play from Nanayakkara and Dore, so CRNFC put the game to bed, and the icing on the cake coming through Buckle, who ran in for his hat-trick to complete a comprehensive 29 points to 5 victory.
Five tries and 2 conversions for CRNFC. as we have the next game coming up.
It's going to be CHNFC taking on the City Lions. And this is going to be an absolute cracker, Virun. CH coming in as the favorites. But Sia, they have some nippy runners in their ranks. Beg your pardon, the City Lions got some nippy runners in their ranks. So a few good moves here and there. Good game management could see the City Lions pulling off an upset here. We'll have to wait and see how the first 7 pans out, as the City Lions will field from the right to the left of your screens. It's gonna be the kickoff and final few changes in the receiving formation for the Gymkhana club.
Yes, CHNFC definitely the favorites of this game. Sri Lions, the kickoff high up and under. Oh, well collected. It's not. And straight away, possession going the way of Sri Lions.
Malisha Pereira in that instance, having both eyes on the balls, just couldn't gather it cleanly. So it's going to be a scrum down and an early scrum down in favor of the City Lions. Penalty sideways, says the referee. So that's going to be a double blow for the Gymkhana club. Here's the City Lions now taking it quickly, running straight into contact with a bit of momentum as well now. Space on the outside. Dilshan, good cover tackle by him straight away. City Lions now. CH shooting up in defense. Pramukhatikshana, good offloading, and City Lions, a good continuity of play. Here's their big number 18. And Pereira's interception, and referee Ravin Alexander blows another advantage and penalty in favor of the City Lions. Here they go. Will it be the first try coming in? Yes, it is. And will come around to go underneath the sticks as well. The City Lions drawing first blood.
Then we're talking about how unpredictable this game could have been. Sri Lions have drawn first blood. They'll be happy. CHNFC, the defense, just caught totally off guard.
As the City Lions played with a bit of urgency in that instance, Virun, and they've done mighty well in that instance.
Yes, that was the first try for Sri Lions. Once again, the collection for CH. Not the best, but they come away with possession. Now, with the man on the outside.
A dashing run by Samit Varnakala Surya comes to an end as a brilliant touch. Cover defense coming in by the City Lions. They've stopped sure shot try in that instance by CHNFC. Would love to see a replay on that one. But nevertheless, it's going to be a line out now for the team on the score sheet. The City Lions leading 7 points. And made a hash of it that time around. CH come away with the position. Here's Pereira swinging it across the field. Gives it to the number 4 who looks for space. Gives it to the number 11. And seems like that's going to be the try coming in. Varnakula Surya will dot down. And the response and counter strike coming in by CH in no time.
Absolutely. In good stuff here by CH. They've countered and they've countered fast. Just end-to-end stuff. 3 minutes gone in the first half. It's all equal here. CHNFC, they do have their work cut out for them. Sri Lions being more of a threat than they would have hoped for. Take a look at this try once again. Just sheer pace on the outside. Afterburners. Varnakula Surya goes over.
Thumping tackle coming in straight away by CHNFC. Penalty says the referee, so the City Lions, they come out with a penalty straight away. And seems like they'll be opting for touch. And a bit of territory to get closer. And decent touch wind coming in by the City Lions inside their own half, but a bit closer where they were before. And first line outscored. We'll have to wait and see what they make of this one, Virun.
Yes, they've got to get this one right. Put pressure back on CH. And this time, once again, complete hash of it. CH running away with it now once again in similar fashion. It's that man on the outside. Good cover tackle. He stands up nevertheless, but referee Alexander says
Aaron Pereira did mighty well in that instant to cover Varnakula Surya in that instant, but seems like he's done a bit of damage for himself. But he's saved a definite try there for his team there, Virun. City Lions still with a slight lead of just the 2 points.
yes, hopefully hasn't done himself too much of damage. As CHNFC almost putting in another one in similar fashion. But a lovely try-saving tackle coming in from Sri Lions this time. Looks like he's good, but he'll just be replaced. They've got to think about tomorrow as well. So the score is 7-all. Everything's tied up here in the first half. Sri Lions trying to run it from their own half. Inside their 22, the danger zone. They got to be careful at ruck time. And they've made the mistake, not releasing. And CHNFC will pounce on that. They go over for the second try. Just as we said, they've got to be careful at ruck time.
Well, they made the gamble there, Virun, to play in their own half, and a slight discussion going on between the referees. Try has been disallowed.
It seems that that wasn't taken from the correct place, or if that was lost forward. Let's take a look at it once again. Yes, it was. Sri Lions players straight away asking the AR. And yes, right there. He lost control of the ball. Referee Alexander didn't spot that. Shamat Kilan that time. Unfortunate for CH. Sri Lions, lucky escape for them. Trying to run in their own 22.
Here's the City Lions now trying to step through. Brilliant tackle coming in. Has the ball been turned over? No, it hasn't. Fancy offload coming in. The City Lions yet again playing dangerously. And they pay this time. They give away a penalty. Here's the CH with an overlap in the corner. Dilshan gives it away. Samit Warnakulu Surya dotting down for his second try. CHNFC making the City Lions pay. Penalty given, and thank you very much, says the Warnakula Surya. Dots down for his second, and CH right on top here at Racecourse.
CHNFC making amends for that earlier try that was lost forward. And they'll go into Lemons with the lead. .7. Take a look at that try once again. Just creating that overlap. Yes, lovely stuff. Varnakula Surya. He'll go. Try to get straight as possible. And that conversion doesn't go through. So it will stay at 12 points to 7. Yes, that is the halftime confirmation. CHNFC in the lead. CHNFC still have their work cut out for them. 7 minutes left. And City Lions posing more of a threat than they could have imagined. That was the first try from City Lions. It was lovely work running through the gap. And then CHNFC. This one running around the corner. One Kulusurya. And then once again creating that overlap. Goes over for his second. So CHNFC. They look to get early points in the second half. But City Lions not too far behind, just a try separating these two teams.
And in Sevens Rugby, we're on 5-point difference is not a much, not a massive advantage going into Lemons. It's just a try, one touchdown away, and everything will be all squared up here. So City Lions, they'll be hoping to get a score in as soon as possible. Here's the second half straight away. City Lions now. Tehran swinging it across. The bit of space now. The City Lions still in their own 22. Holding on. Taken quickly by CHNFC. Here they go. Try coming in straight away. What an effort by the Gymkhana club. Right after Lemons, they've strike back and has made the task even more difficult for the City Lions, Virun.
Absolutely, Denan. But good work to take that tap quickly, get things going. CHNFC, this is their home ground. Playing to their strengths at home. And City Lions, though they've been asking questions from them so far, CHNFC, 10-point lead now. Take a look at that. Good work.
So there was no stopping Devendra Ratnayaka from that distance. And with that space as well, here's the Dabare now. Switch play to Varnakula Surya, who's marked very well by Fernando.
Stay back, stay back, stay back.
Here's the Pereira to the skipper, Dilshan. Here's the Ratnayaka. Slowing down, going into contact, building up faces. CH. Surely Dabare overlap in the corner. opts to go by himself. And touchdown. What a try by Dabure. And 22 points with the conversion to come. And CH, they've piled on the scores here, Virun, and they've done it with absolute ease. And the conversion is all good, 24 points to 7. And it's the Gymkhana club who's coming out on top here. And seems like they'll be going forward to top the group and advance into the cup segment.
It's CHNFC absolutely running away with it right now. Sri Lions with no answer. Shows and goes through the defense. They've been caught lacking. Sri Lions defense. Well collected though this time. As good work at ruck time, putting the pressure in CHNFC. Now Sri Lions trying to make a move of their own. Lovely work, good offload.
Tikshana cutting back inside, gives the offload away to Karnarayaka. One man to beat Karnarayaka. Breaks past the first one, finally dragged down. City Lions showing a bit of urgency here. And rock form, says the referee. So a penalty now for the City Lions, taken quickly. Puts the dig ahead. Dilshan covering up. Janidu search for support. Finds it in the hands of Pereira, who looks to burn past that big number 12. Keeping it alive now is CH. The number 7 searching for options. Finds the skipper. Gives the lob pass away. Scrappy, but falls into the hands of Malik Shah, who puts it ahead. Here's CH now. Exchanging position with the City Lions. No one there for support as the ball is lost forward. CH back-to-back lucky bounces for them. And that'll be the try coming in as well. What a brilliant passage of play for CHNFC. Another try, and could be the final nail in the coffin here, as they've attacked as a unit. Virun, brilliantly compiled try together, and here's the conversion attempt as well. All good, 31 points to 7, and they're running away with it.
Yes, absolutely resilient stuff by CHNFC. They were staying on that. They knew they wanted that try really bad to just seal things here against Sri Lions, and they have pushed through. Yet another try. Now comprehensive lead, 31 points to 7, with about 2 minutes left in the game. Sri Lions will be wondering what happened. They started off the scoring today in the first half, Denan. But after that first try, it's been a dry spell for Sri Lions. But now, trying to make a move.
Brilliant cover tackle coming in by Pereira yet again. Here's Karnarayaka. Good leg pump there to stay up on his feet. Holding on, says referee Ravin Alexander, as CH has come away with it. Here's Gunaratna breaking through the defense. Pereira in pursuit. Will he catch Gunaratna? Brilliant cover defense coming in by Aaron Pereira. Dabare though, right there, will go over for the try. Darshana Dabare knew exactly where he was, pounces on the ball, and easy does it. Another try in for the Gymkhana club.
Conversion not successful, but nevertheless, CHNFC just running away with it. Scoring spree for them here at the home ground, the Racecourse. They used to playing here, Denan, and I'm sure they're absolutely loving this game. Take a look at that, quickly taken out of the ruck, and no one in the defense available for Sri Lions. Once again, rush defense. And holding on. Good work at ruck time by CHNFC. Quickly taken. Dilshan, the skipper, he dots down. And he put his name up on the scoreboard. Giant Dilshan, what a player he is for CHNFC. Just working things for his team.
Pereira's conversion is unsuccessful. We'll have a couple more seconds here left on referee Ravin Alexander's clock, as we'll have time for one more restart. So did mention Janatu Dilshan, he's led by example. He's been there for a while with the club and is absolutely rised through the ranks, and here's the City Lions though, searching for a consolation try as the Pereira puts the dink through, and well positioned yet again, turned over by CH.
CHNFC, they've been incredible. Take a look at that. Opts to go to boot. 3 players behind that. None of them getting boot on it. Once again, CH with yet another opportunity. Just has to send it out, and looks like this will be the final nail in the coffin for CH. It's been an absolute scoring spree, almost reaching that half century.
Just a couple points short on the 50-point mark, but CH, they'll be happy with their performance. They've kept the pressures on as referee Ravin Alexander blows the final whistle here. 48 points to 7. A clinical performance by the Gymkhana club, and it's been one-way traffic here. Here's the full-time confirmation. 48 points to 7. CHNFC takes this one in against the City Lions Sports Club. Here are some of the highlights from that second half, because Ratnayaka, who was going over for the first try, and Dabere chips in with a couple of on his own. Because all CH in the second half, and boy, did they run right here. Jata's skipper Dilshan going over for his second and final score of the game. Here are the key stats from that encounter. 8 tries, 4 conversions by CHNFC. City Lions only having the 1 try and conversion to help their cause here. So it's been a one-sided affair, and CH top the group, and they'll be in the cup segment. And up next we'll have the Western Warriors taking on the Northwestern Stallions. Crunch encounter in the provincial segment, the women's division of the Bogoliv Union Pay International SLR Sevens Series. It's the second leg here, happening at Racecourse International Rugby Stadium.
This, we had a good weekend of Sevens rugby last week. Tuskers winning that one, but we'll have a few more matches from the provincial segment after a short commercial break.
Epic rivalries reignited. The big match season is here. Iconic showdowns from Colombo to Kandy, from Mathura to Jaffna. Battle of the Blues, Maroons, Saints, Brothers, and so much more. Witness history as the future stars clash for glory. Big Match Season 2026. Big Match Season 2026. Live on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel. Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel. Schools Rugby is back. The Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2026 ignites the season. Defending dreams or shattering rivals? Who's claiming glory in 2026? Watch the action live on Dialog Television, Dialog Play, and ThePapare.com. Schools Rugby Unleashed.
The biggest spectacle in franchise cricket, Indian Premier League, is back for another thrilling season. Sri Lanka's finest stars and the global icons are ready to set the grandest stage of them all ablaze. Every six that shakes the stadium, every yorker that silences the crowd, every moment that stops your heart. Don't just watch it, feel it. Live on ThePapare.com.
This happened. Oh, what an effort. Good technique.
හයේ පහරවල් දියුණු කඩුලු දවා ගැනීම මේ කිසිම දෙයක් මගහැරගන්න එපා කොතැන සිටියත් ඕනෑම වෙලාවක සජීවීව IPL අත්දැකීම දැන් ඔබේ අතටම IPL උන්මාදයට Dialog Play සමග එක්වන්න අදම Dialog Play App එක ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කර රුපියල් 268ක් රීලෝඩ් කරන්න Star Sports නාලිකා ඔස්සේ මුළු IPL තරගාවලියම සජීවීව නරඹන්න
ලොව අංක එකේ ක්‍රිකට් සැනකෙළිය නැවතත් තියුණු තරගකාරීත්වයේ උණුසුම දැන් ඔබේ නිවසටම IPL උන්මාදයට Dialog Television සමග එක්වන්න රුපියල් 397කට IPL පාස් එක සක්‍රිය කරගෙන මුළු IPL සීසන් එකම Star Sports නාලිකා ඔස්සේ නරඹන්න සක්‍රිය කිරීමට ඔබේ දුරකථනයෙන් on හිස්තැනක් DTV හිස්තැනක් ඔබේ ගෙනුම් අංකය හිස්තැනක් 2026 ලෙස ටයිප් කර 0770 679 679ට SMS කරන්න
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Live the action, feel the excitement. Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Experience every heartbeat and every goal like never before. From cricket to football, rugby to athletics, we capture the spirit of every sport that ignites our passion. Relive legendary moments, exclusive interviews and expert commentary. All in one place. Join us for live coverage of thrilling matches and events, bringing you closer to the action. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Live the action, feel the excitement. This is not just cricket. This is passion. This is pride. This is Pakistan's biggest T20 spectacle. Watch every boundary, every wicket, every unforgettable moment of the Pakistan Super League 2026. Live on the Papare 1 and the Papare 1 HD, Dialog Play App and thepapare.com. Get ready, Sri Lanka. The ultimate battle on the rugby pitch. Interclub Rugby League is back. Catch every thrilling moment, exclusive highlights and live action only on Sri Lanka's #1 sports network, the Papare on Dialog Television. Or watch it live anytime, anywhere on the View Plus app and thepapare.com. Join the roar, feel the passion. Don't miss the Interclub Rugby League, only on the Papare.
That's going to be the first boundary, and it's 6.
A new battle ignites in New Zealand as the Kiwis welcome the men from the Caribbean. West Indies tour of New Zealand. 5 T20Is. Watch live.
That's going to be the first boundary, and it's 6.
A new battle ignites in New Zealand as the Kiwis welcome the men from the Caribbean.
It is the rocket pick.
Can the Windies' firepower silence the Kiwi fortress?
That is magnificent.
Or will Santner's men rule the nights at home? West Indies tour of New Zealand. 5 T20Is. Watch live.
Dialog Television එක reload එකෙන් පවුලටම හිතේ හැටියට TV බලන්න රුපියල් 798කට අලුත්ම සුපිරි reload plan එකක්. දැනුම ගෙනෙන අධ්‍යාපනික channel 18ක්. පොඩ්ඩන් වෙනුවෙන්ම channel 8ක්. දේශීය රසවින්දනය ගෙනෙන channel 22ක්. විනෝදාස්වාදයේ පිරි විදේශ channel රසක් සමග channel 80කටත් වඩා. Activate කිරීම reload සහ My Dialog app මගින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ටෙලිවිෂන් රසාස්වාදය. Dialog Television.
This December, the Papare brings you the excitement of the fastest growing T20 competition in the world. Season 4 of the ILT20 will feature plenty of Sri Lankan cricket stars. Watch all the action live and exclusive on Dialog Television Channel 62 and 126, the Dialog View app and thepapare.com.
උණුසුම් උද්‍යෝගිමත් ILT20 ලීගය දැන් ඔබ ඉදිරියේ. ලොව කමුවේ දස්කම් දක්වන අපේම සිංහයින්ට දිරිය දෙන්න. ලොව පුරා රසිකයින් සමගින් ඔබත් එකතු වන්න. ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂනයේ ද පපරේ නාලිකාංක 1, ද පපරේ HD නාලිකාංක 1 මෙන්ම ඩයලොග් View Plus app සහ thepapare.com ඔස්සේ සියලුම තරග එලෙසින්ම සජීවීව නරඹන්න. ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් සමගින් අනාගතය අත්විඳින්න. පහසුවෙන් රිවයින් කරන්න. මොබයිල් එකෙන් කන්ට්‍රෝල් කරන්න. අප්ග්‍රේඩ් වන ඩයලොග් View අත්දැකීම ඔබත් අත්විඳින්න. ඩයලොග් View Plus හෙට දවසේ තාක්ෂණයෙන් බලගන්වන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 රසාස්වාදය. ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් සමගින් අනාගතය අත්විඳින්න. This week's movies සහ video on demand. මොබයිල් එකෙන් TV බලන්න. අප්ග්‍රේඩ් වන ඩයලොග් View අත්දැකීම ඔබත් අත්විඳින්න. Dialog View Plus හෙට දවසේ තාක්ෂණයෙන් බලගන්වන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 රසාස්වාදය.
Experience the future with Dialog Television. Best of local and international content. Thousands of videos on demand. Seamless rewind. Remoteless control on your mobile. Continue watching on the go. Your Dialog View experience is now upgraded. Dialog View Plus, tomorrow's entertainment today.
Dialog Television සමගින් අනාගතය අත්විඳින්න.
And welcome back to the day one action of the Bogoliv International Union Pay SLR Sevens Series second leg. It's the Eagles taking on the Knights, and it's going to be a fairly contested game between the two teams, equally matched, I'd say, Bhishma, and we'll have to wait and see how the next 14-minute pans out for both teams. It's going to be the Eagles fielding from the right to the left of your screens. Drubbers it straight away through. Here are the Knights now. Referee Jivaka Fonseca brings play black for free kick in the centre mark.
Well, the first error of the day, of the game, from the Eagles. Man in front of the kicker and fends off. Here is the captain of them, Fernando. Dragged by the jersey in the corner touchline. Through the hands. Equally met with the defense there. Going on the blind side. Good support line. But knocking the ball is the Knights. Eagles with position in the 22.
Unforced error coming in there by the Knights. Simple handling error has costed them the position and has given the Knights, the Eagles rather, an opportunity to get out of jail. Will most likely opt to run this one from their own 22 meter. Good rush defense coming in. A looping pass which has not been gathered cleanly, as it's been knocked forward by the Eagles. Here's an opportunity again for the Knights to get points on the board and open the accounts in this encounter.
Well, the major disruption of the team for the Eagles have been their ball handling skills. Well, luckily there, ball going forward inside the scrum. A costly mistake there from the Knights. Very well applied pressure from the Eagles, and they return the ball. They get the ball again with the chance to get out of jail.
I believe the Knights still have position, Bisma, as
bit of a communication area there with the referee and the players. It's supposed to be a Eagles ball. Will be a return scrum again. Eagles will be looking to get out of jail here, or will they give the ball away again?
penalty in favor of the Eagles now. Taken quickly. Eagles looking to run from their own half. Good leg drive coming in by the number 7 for the Eagles. Back-to-back penalties drawn now.
Penalties rolling in the way of the Eagles. Probably the best they could have hoped for. Jogging goes the Eagles players, and a wayward pass. So that jog up meant nothing as they give the ball away again. Knights with the ball this time. Can they spark something from here, from this set, please? Or will the Eagles' resistance prevail?
Scrappy start for both teams. We'll have to see what the Knights make of this line out. Here's the number 14 speedster looking to run around the defense straight away. One player to beat. As she's finally been brought down. Looking to use the short side now, the Eagles. Beg your pardon, the Knights. And it again, same form of attack. They've finally been brought down, and it's a lost forward. Correction, still play continues as the Knights now. They barge through inside the 22 meter. Eagles give away a penalty. The Knights opt to take it quickly. Barging straight through is the number 1 for the Knights. Good passage of play coming in there for them. Desperate defense by the Eagles right in front of the try line. And that's the first try coming in. No, it isn't. Penalty Penalty drawn by the Eagles. They take it quickly, running from their own in-goal area now are the Eagles. Sneaky offloads coming in as they draw in another penalty. High tackle, says the referee Fonseca. Another quick tap taken by the Eagles, running straight through to traffic.
The story of the game for the Knights have been coming just inches away from the try line and giving the ball away. Same story again. Spotting space are the Eagles players, making inwards all the way from their own try line. Good stuff, positive signs from the Eagles. Can they gain this momentum? Can they keep this up? It doesn't matter how they gain meters, if it's phase by phase or two phases by two phases, as long as you head towards the try and get down score. Well, we are almost 1 minute left in this game, and it's been quite the tussle here.
So thumping tackle coming in there by the Knights. Here's the Eagles though. Seatbelt tackle coming in. Eagles still with possession. Switching directions yet again. Knights coming up in defense. Loopy passes thrown as that one is unfortunately forward. And that's going to be half-time here. Both teams yet to open their accounts as they head into Lemons without troubling the scorers.
So a good sequence of play comes to an end. And that will be Lemons with the score reading. Uva Knights and North Central Eagles all tied up at 0-0 and all to play for in this second half.
Plenty to play for in this second half as both teams are yet to open their accounts. You'll have an interesting 7 minutes coming up here at Racecourse International Stadium. We are moments away from restarting proceedings here for the second half. We're about to restart proceedings here for the second half action, and it's gonna be the Knights coming in. And straight away mistake by the Eagles. And an opportunity for the Knights. An update coming in from across the road here in the Schools Rugby Knockout Tournament as Trinity College lead against Wesley College in the semi-final. 42 points to 17. 4 to 6 minutes up on the clock as the Knights they strive and make heavy inroads here at Racecourse. Surely they need to get a score in now. Inside the 5 meter. Couple of meters short. Opting for the short side. And brilliant cover defense coming in by the Eagles. And that's going to be a try-saving one.
Wonderful cover defense there. Wonderful cover defense there by the Eagles. Thought she had it in her. Wonderful stuff. Well, across the street is the President's Trophy semi-final happening, and Trinity leading 42 points to 17. A massive performance them in the first half. And also about 2 blocks away, we have Royal College just needing a little bit over 100 runs to secure the Mustangs Trophy with about 18 more overs to go. Seems like a good day for rugby and for cricket.
A good day for sports in Sri Lanka, isn't it, Bhishma? As it's a thrilling Saturday afternoon here in Colombo, as the Knights now dotting down for their first try, right underneath the post. There goes the number 14. 5 points up on the board.
And gets the first points of the match. Knights strike first, late into the game. 8 minutes gone. That will be a sucker punch for the Eagles. They defended very well, kept on hanging on to the game with keeping the scores tied. And the captain from the Knights, Fernando, barging her way through and finally getting the all-important score. Let's see if they can capitalize on this and score again, or will they maintain this slender lead to come away with the win. Unsuccessful kickoff there. Free kick for the Eagles.
It's the kickoff squandered by the Knights. And the Eagles take the free kick straight away. Need to play with a bit more urgency now. Trailing 5 points. It's a good thumping tackle on the number 15 for the Eagles. Here we go, the number 7 now. Good defense coming in by the Knights, trying to hold on to their slender lead.
2 minutes left for these Knights and for the Eagles to do something. Can they spark something coming into their half? If they just can keep the ball here in their grasp, they can pull out something. I'm sure of it. The supporting play has been much more improved than the first game we saw of the day. And just while saying that, they lose the ball, and Fernando is on the charge here. But equally met defense. Not an easy girl to bring down. Through the hands, bounce pass there. And the ball is knocked on. Eagles with another chance. Final 30 seconds of this game. Can they make it a draw with one try, or can they make it a converted try and seal the game?
We'll have to wait and see, as it's been end-to-end stuff here. Just a 5-point difference. It's been a scrappy bit of play, but nevertheless, it's the Eagles with an opportunity. Free kick in favor of the Eagles yet again. To take the tap and run. Here's the number 5 searching for options. Gives it to the number 3. Going through the hands are now the Eagles. Good tackle coming in by the Knights. Eagles now again pinned backwards. Good tackle, and a penalty now in favor of the Eagles. Unforced error coming in, knocked it forward, and that's full time here. 5 points to 0, and that's the game. Here's the full-time confirmation. The Uber Knights winning this one against the North Central Eagles, 5 points to 0.
Well, here are the highlights. The only try of this match coming from Fernando from that scrum, and Eagles failing to capitalize on the penalties they were gifted by the Knights, and Knights running away with a slender lead, 5 points to 0. And here are the stats, just one try between them. Uber Knights proving to be very, very lucky indeed, with too many penalties given away. Luckily, their defense was up to the mark, and luckily, the Eagles were just not having their day, and they run away with the win. And we have another match coming up, Central Gladiators versus Northwestern Blacks. That's a game to watch out for. Gladiators will be in the white jersey, and the Blacks in their usual black kit. Both teams playing a good running rugby. The captains of the both teams have been performing immensely. It will be one stunning match to watch then.
It's going to be a crunch encounter between the Blacks and the Gladiators. Few smiling faces. A relaxed Blacks outfit. But as soon as that whistle blows, it's going to be game to watch out for. It will be the Blacks fielding from the right to the left of your screens. Here the Gladiators now, the number 2, straight away, keeping it alive now. Gladiators taking it to contact. Here's the Gladiators. A bit of space on the outside. Here's the speedster, well marked in that instance. Good counter coming in by the Blacks. Nevertheless, the Gladiators still with position. Opting to use the short side. Here's the speedster, the number 10. Stop start, trying to burn past the defense. Final defender to beat. She's bundled into touch. Good cover defense coming in by the Blacks.
Well, the Blacks have certainly done their homework. They know which player has that important stop start which can fox defenders in their own tracks. And they knew what was coming. And they had placed the sweeper there. As you can see, wonderful sweeping tackle there. Perfect technique and bundle into touch. That's the kind of tackles you call a perfect technique. Wonderful stuff on the Blacks there.
Seems like the number 10 of the Gladiators have been marked very well by the Northwestern Blacks. Take a look at what they make of this line-out opportunity. Working through the hands. Here's the number 1. Stepping through, breaks past the first line of defense. What a run there by the number 1. Has the try line at her mercy. The number 10 is in pursuit, but won't catch her on time as she'll go right underneath the sticks for the opening try of the game.
Wonderful set piece stuff there. Winning that line out, spread it in the middle and showing a dummy. And just spotting that final piece of that gap and accelerating through there and going under the post is the Northwestern Blacks number 1. And that's going to be 7 points to nil. Strikes first. So that is a major advantage for the Blacks. And the Gladiators will have to come up with something if they want to give a good response. 3 minutes down to the game. Here's the try. Going through the hands. Spotting that bit of the space. Defenders.
A clear mismatch of pace there, Bhishma. She identified the gap and burst through the defense. Here's the restart from the Blacks. The Gladiators letting it bounce. Nevertheless, trying to run around.
Good defense by the Gladiators.
Pumping the legs through. Need the number 2. Gladiators now need to get a score in to even things out. Tries are not going to be coming in easy for them in this one. They'll need to dig deep. Here they go. Good barging run there. Unfortunately for the Blacks, they did good work to turn things over, but tackle didn't roll away as the Gladiators, they take it quickly. Here they go. Throws it around. Back-to-back penalties against the Blacks. Here's the Gladiators with a bit of momentum. Another penalty. This one's gonna be a card coming in for the Northwestern Blacks as well. A double row, and they'll have to field 6 players for the next couple of minutes as the Gladiators with another penalty advantage now. Here's the Gladiators looking to get a score in. Have they done it? Yes, they have. A response from the Gladiators, and 5 points to 7 with the conversion to come right underneath the sticks as well.
Gladiators using the advantage of that extra man and going down and equaling the scores. Wonderful stuff there from the Gladiators.
He's brilliant, brilliant stuff. A 2-point difference. And we got a game here on our hands, Bhishma.
Well, within 200 meters radius, I think this is the game we have quite interesting here. As Trinity have a massive lead over Wesley. Fortunately for us, we have a game in our hands here, which can go either way, which is not settled until the last minute. 2 points difference here. Blacks having a 2-point lead over the Gladiators. Gladiators failing to convert that under the post try.
Here's the Blacks now with a bit of space, looking to extend their lead. No one's gonna stop the number 6. She'll dot down for the second try for the Northwestern Blacks. Right underneath the sticks as well. 2 points to 5 with the conversion to come. What a brilliant passage of play yet again for the Northwestern Blacks, Bhishma.
Well, a perfectly planned response from the Northwestern Blacks. 14-5 is the score. A perfect response from the Blacks saying we are not going to give up. The Gladiators will be holding their breath, thinking why did we let that lead go? Why did we let that 2-point gap lead go? Now we have to score 9 points more, and that's the halftime score. 40 points to 5. Northwestern Blacks with a slight lead.
Yes, it's halftime here at Racecourse as the Northwestern Blacks, they lead 14 points to 5 against the Central Gladiators. We have a crunch 7 minutes coming up, but let's take a first look at the first half highlights. That was the number 1 knocker in the scoring for the Northwestern Blacks, going right underneath the sticks, and a couple of minutes later the Gladiators with their response to right underneath the sticks. Conversion didn't go through, so just the 5 points for them. And in the dying embers of that first half, it was the Northwestern Blacks who dotted down 14 points to 5 going into Lemons, and we'll have a tightly contested second half coming up shortly here at Racecourse in the second leg of the Bogoliv Union Pay International SLR Sevens Series.
Well, the sun slightly coming down, so I'm pretty sure these ladies will be having more energy in them now. They will be looking to go all out with the sun down there. Sun going down. Pretty peaceful mindset, even for us here in the com box. Weather coming down bit by bit, slowly, moon rising up, giving us better playing conditions.
So as the transition of day and night is almost there. Much better playing conditions here at Racecourse, and we are minutes away from restarting proceedings here for that all-important second half.
Blacks with a 9-point lead there. The game's still far from over. Gladiators just need one try and they can shift the momentum. And eventually, with that one try, with that momentum, they definitely can go for a second. So Gladiators just have to use their minds, keep the right pressure on the Blacks. And Blacks have to keep a good, keen eye for their game management. Not give away mistakes, keep the ball in their hands. Just score another one try, and that will set the tone. Game far from over with 9 points to go. And while I'm saying that, is the number 1 going through the defense, going through the jaws, and running down under the post. Good demanding run. She will touch down under the post for the third try. And then just talking about game management, game management comes into play with a score just within seconds of the second half. Good stuff from the Blacks there.
Oh, what a brilliant run there by the number 1. Opened the scoring of the game in the first half. Did so in the second half as well. A bit of individual brilliance and a spark. What a refreshing try that was to witness.
Vote out!
Conversion through. 21 points to 5. Gladiators with a massive job up the hands. with 4 minutes left. Deep kickoff by the Blacks. Good tactic. So the Central Gladiators finishing second in the first leg, coming second, runners up in the rankings, while the Blacks finishing third, as I remember. So they will be happy with that performance, beating the second ranked team. There's going to be a huge momentum shift for both the teams, as the second day's play will also matter. And the Blacks applying good pressure, good counter ruck in there. That's going to be side entry to the ruck from the Gladiators, and pressure prevailing, pressure winning. Blacks with the ball. Will they go for another try? Inches away, gives it to their strong, fendful winger. She's brought down well. Players, 3-4 players up on the outside. Through the hands, will they go? Running lateral.
No hands, no hands.
Ball is out of the play. Taking it a little bit too light is the Blacks.
Here's the try scorer now, giving the offload away. One final defender to beat. Here the Northwestern Blacks inside the 5-meter line, finally brought down.
Get back, get back.
Surely searching for that try. Here's the number 15. Fourth try coming in for the Northwestern Blacks. Running right here at Racecourse grounds. What a brilliant finish to their day here in the second leg. They've definitely upped their performance from last weekend. Comprehensive victory coming in against the Central Gladiators. 26 points to 5 with the conversion to come in as well.
With the Blacks coaching staff, the management will be very happy with their performance here, beating Central Gladiators and finishing their day on a high. Gladiators not so happy with the performance. With the standard they set in the first and the second leg, this is not what any of us were expecting, not even them probably. But Blacks definitely have proven themselves worthy of their championship. Quite some steady players here, good game management, good running, good fence. This is what you love to see. Sun shining up again a little bit, maybe for the last time in this tournament. This is the time the sun goes down, the moon shines up. And wonderful stuff there from the Blacks, kicking the ball out into touch from the kickoff, going out of bounds, applying more pressure on the Gladiators inside their own 22.
Back.
Here are the Gladiators now, the line out of their own, looking to run across the field, running laterally now, gives the pass away. Did brilliantly hold on to position. Here are the Gladiators. The big number 2 going straight into contact. And here we go. The Gladiators searching for a consolation try, at least. Penalty drawn. Brilliant work at ruck time by the Blacks.
Get back, get back.
Well, that's probably the game. 10 minutes closing in our clock. The ball is squirted out, and that's pushed away from the ruck. On the floor says the referee Kamesh. So that's going to be a ball for the Gladiators. Can they do something? Nevertheless, it's going to be the Blacks game here. Lateral running here from the attack. Good counter ruck in there. And the penalty goes in favor of Black. Will they kick it out, or will they utilize it and make it a much even bigger score? And yes, quick tap taken, sending it out. Defense is there, ball ripped away in contact. Totally legal. Forward pass there. And that will be the game called by the referee. 26 points to 5. Northwestern Blacks run away with that game here.
It's the full-time confirmation, and
a W coming in for the Northwestern Blacks, 26 points to 5. Highlights from that second half. The number 1 dotting down for her second, and that was the number 15 going in over for a try as well. It's been one-way traffic coming in. And up next we'll have the Southern Sharks taking on. And before that, let's take a quick look at the key stats from that game. 4 tries, 3 conversions coming in for the Northwestern Blacks. Just the 1 try for the Central Gladiators. As up next, we'll have the Southern Sharks taking on the Uber Tigers.
Well done, and that's the final game of the day. Final game of day 1 from both the segments. Successfully coming towards the end of the first day of the second leg of the SLR Sevens Series here at Racecourse International Stadium. Southern Sharks will be looking to get their first win. So will Uber Tigers. Uber Tigers passes the ball forward. Ball given away. That's going to be position for the Sharks. And Nathan, what do you think? Roundup, first day roundup from your few words.
Well, it's been heartening to see some of the provincial teams have improved leaps and bounds over this past week, Bhishma, but keep an eye out on that men's segment. Of course, UDS, Tuskers, CRNFC and CHNFC all booking their places in the cup segment tomorrow, and those will certainly be some interesting games. And speaking of improving, we've seen the likes of Navy, Army and Air Force also polishing things out over the break, and they certainly will be vying for those plate and bowl championships come tomorrow's knockouts. As for now, the Tigers and the Southern Sharks both winless so far on day 1, trying to close out their group stage with some pride. Sharks so far been quite slow. They've had possession, and the knock-on has come from the Southern Sharks, and Uber Tigers have seen off this first wave of early pressure.
Well, this is good exposure for these ladies. The ultimate goal will be representing one of the top clubs in the leagues. Women's, we have Navy, Army, Police, teams like CR, Sri Lions and women Havelocks fielding out women's teams. So they will be looking to recruit young talent here from these provincial games. So it's crucial that they also perform. It's crucial the selectors keep a keen eye out for these players, for these young talent, future rugby stars of Sri Lankan rugby. And good defense there. Good demanding run, but she went just a little too lateral there. And inviting the touchline to her mercy and pushed out. Just inches away from her try, and it will be a Uber Tigers ball.
It's desperate defense coming in there from the Tigers. It worked for them on that occasion. Keeping the score at 0-0, heading to the last couple of minutes of this first half, and scrappy work at line out time, but the Tigers have emerged with the ball, but unfortunately referee Lasantha says it has gone forward, so chance is still live for the Southern Sharks. Try and turn this early pressure into points and get the first score in this all-important game. They are using the line. The Southern Sharks, a lovely pop pass to the number 7, cuts back inside, and this will be the first score for the Southern Sharks. Thought they would have been better suited going out wide, but this time spotting the gap inside that Uber Tigers defense. And an uncontested run in the end from the Southern Sharks player. And she dots down underneath the post. And the conversion, unfortunately, has gone straight into the upright. So it will be 5 points to 0. Let's take a look at the replay there. Good carry from the Southern Sharks player. And got in a offload too. It's early advantage to the Sharks.
Sharks punching the first blow of the game. 5-0 will be the scores. Sharks with 20 seconds more till half time. They will be looking to maintain that lead and go into the breather. And over with the gap there. Wonderful stuff. Offloaded back in. Defense all over the Ua Tigers players. Ua Tigers still with the position. Putting the ball inside. Back and forth.
Back.
Backwards race referee. Sharks get the ball turned over. Can they score another try here? Number 15 picks and goes into contact.
Roll away, roll away.
Sharks once again with possession in and around that red zone. Now going straight through the middle. This time the defense up to the task from the Tigers. Now they choose to send it out wide, have that overload on the left hand side, but once again choosing to cut back infield, probably not the right choice. But still the chance is live here for the Southern Sharks, and they go over for their second try, doubling their advantage as they head into the break.
And the second touchdown for the Sharks there. Sharks will be heading into Lemons with a 10-point lead, with the conversion up to come. But if they convert it, it will be 12 points to nil. Or we will be heading into Lemons with 10 unanswered points from the Ua Tigers. Well, positive shines for the Sharks, ending their first day with scoring 2 tries, but the game is still far from over. Can Ua Tigers spark something? 5 minutes, all to play for. Game on the line. And talking about game on the line, Nathan, within a 200-meter radius, I think it's fair to say we have the low-scoring encounter as Trinity overcome Wesley, 48 points to 29. So that game going the way most people would have not thought, because I was expecting a much closer game. But Trinity with one step closer for that knockout final. We'll be hoping a that tomorrow as well.
As you say that, Bhishma, the full-time whistle has gone off, so it's Trinity College that have booked their place in the President's Trophy final next week. Of course, well and truly into the thick of things in the Dialog Schools rugby season as well. And we've got the big match season and all these live pictures, courtesy Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare, working tirelessly all around the country to bring you these live pictures and to give these young athletes a platform to showcase their talent and skills.
Southern Sharks with a 10-point lead. Final game of the day, ladies and gentlemen. We will be closing up. We will be wrapping up things here, day 1 at the Racecourse International Grounds. All brought to you by the Papare. Wherever you are in the world, you are tuning in here from the Racecourse. Final game of the day. Southern Sharks choose to play it on instead of being gifted a free kick. Barging run there. Tomorrow, well, proceedings are set to start at 9 AM and we will be having a hefty break at the peak sunrising hours tomorrow. But the time will not stop us from seeing plenty of action from these women's teams. And Nathan, will the women's club teams be playing tomorrow? Well, we are not sure of that. The timetable is all set to come. Southern Sharks with the ball, another opportunity to score another try here.
Unfortunately, they are giving away the scrum penalty. The Southern Sharks from close range would have fancied their chances. Try and get in a third score. Now here it is for the Tuskers. It's been a long, hard day for them, hasn't it? Things just haven't gone their way in this second leg of the SLR Sevens. Consolation score at least is what they'll be hoping for in this second half. But straight away, plenty of pressure applied at the breakdown there, but Uber have done well to hold on to the ball. It's about 3.5 minutes left.
Who were showing some positive signs here towards the end of the game. But Southern Sharks turn over the ball. Just while saying that, cuts back in, goes outside, tucked by the jersey. Thankfully there, but offload given back in. Inches away from the try line is the Southern Sharks. Not back, says the referee. Can they bring it in? Can they touch it down home? And yes, she does. The number 3 prop forward for the Southern Sharks. Touches down for their third try. 15 points to nil. Reach the score with 2 minutes left in this game. Southern Sharks with the try, 15 points to nil.
It's just picking up where they left off in that first half. Adding another score. Conversion doesn't go through, so it will stay 15 points to nil, and that should put the game to bed for the Southern Sharks. Just about 1.5, 2 minutes left in this game. The panel of referees for this SLR Sevens Series. It's been tough on them, hasn't it? As well, hasn't it, Bhishma? Not easy in these conditions to follow the ball, follow these players. And they too will get a good rest after this game to come into the business end of this tournament tomorrow.
This will definitely. Big congrats, big hurrah for them as well. Burning in this hot sun and officiating us some crunching games here. Without them, all this could have not been possible. Injury time here. 1 minute left to go and an injury upon us. Uber Tigers player on the floor. Good tackle there. Wonderful technique. Smash to the ground. Well, we are expected to see tons of actions tomorrow, so there will be plate semi-finals, cup semi-finals, bowl, shield and plate from all 3 categories. The UUDS Tuskers having a big advantage with the players they have fielded and the first leg rankings. But CR coming back with some major upgrades, major big guns coming into this tournament. Can they do something tomorrow? Can they cause an upset? Can they go for the Grand Slam? 3 titles in one season. And also CH will also be having a fancied chance. Or can Navy out of the blue pull something out and regain the championship they were known 4 years ago? Tigers with the run here, coming from their half. Good passage, wonderful sequence. Hands going here, left and right. And we have reached on our clock the final seconds of the day. 10 minutes gone. Southern Sharks will be having the final say of the day.
It's the Tigers still hunting for that try, but that pass was miles forward from the Tuskers, and yes, that's all the time left on referee Nalin Lasanta's clock as the Southern Sharks get their first win in this second leg of the SLR Sevens Series. 15 points to nil against the Uva Tigers, who had a hard day. Today, Bhishma. 3 defeats in their 3 pool games. But still plenty to play for all the teams tomorrow. So we take a look at your full-time confirmation. 15-0 it finishes in favor of the Southern Sharks. The only try that we saw in that second half, running quite easily by the number 3. So your key stats, 3 tries and no conversions, and nothing on the scoreboard for the Uva Tigers.
Well, Nathan, that calls it a day. Wonderful rugby here from the first day here, from the second leg. More to come, more to be expected tomorrow. More rugby to be witnessed here from the Racecourse International Stadium. It's been some bone-crunching tackles, wonderful runs, wonderful scores, last-minute upsets, and huge score gaps.
Yes, certainly, and the action doesn't stop. More action to come tomorrow on the second day of the second leg of the SLR Sevens Series. Will we see an upset, or will the UUDS Tuskers go all the way and clinch both legs of this Sevens Series? We'll find out tomorrow at 8:45 on none other than Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare. For now, though, on behalf of the entire technical and production team, this is myself, Nathan Coggins, Bhishma Jayasekara, signing off on behalf of the entire technical production and commentary crew. See you tomorrow.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll off.
This is the Sri Lanka Yankee Krida Nalikawa, ThePapare Company.
Welcome back to ThePapare.
Welcome to the live broadcast from ThePapare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
ThePapare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.